Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host.
Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Dr. Emily Pfeiffer. She's at the University of Kentucky, Extension Pathologist there. Good morning, Emily.
Good morning, Joanna.
Now, Emily, we're going to talk about something a little interesting today, something I didn't expect you to talk about, and that's a garden journal. And you know, there's like online versions. This is kind of like a trendy thing right now to have a gardening journal. But why would that be important for a pathologist?
So garden journals are a great way to keep track of diseases that have been problems for you in the past. It's a great way to keep track of varieties that you like that have performed well versus other varieties that not so great. You know, I'm a little bit disappointed, or you know, that variety didn't really earn its keep in my garden this year. Let's try something different. Another great thing about garden journals is they help you remember in terms of your crop rotation. And so we think about crop rotation a lot on the farm scale, but crop rotation can still provide benefits in terms of reductions in disease on the garden scale. And this is particularly the case with soil-borne type diseases.
Yeah, and so it's just a great way to keep up with all of our information in one spot.
Right, that's right. And you mentioned, you know, there can be different formats for garden journals. I know of some folks that'll use more of like a spreadsheet format on the computer. There are plenty of gardening apps out there if you're a little bit more tech savvy, or, you know, a good old notebook also works. What I like to see though is when folks make a map of the garden. That map can help inform you in terms of those rotations. And so you want to be mixing up where different plant families are planted each year. And the reason for that is because disease-causing organisms or pathogens, oftentimes they are specialized to a particular plant family. And so you wouldn't want to be following tomato with pepper, for instance, because those two plant types, since they are fairly closely related, they can share some pathogens. And so, you know, say you get out of a spot with tomato one year, go back in with pepper for 2019, and the pathogen is still there. It's basically like you're feeding it just what it wants to eat in that same convenient location. And so that's how rotation can help us out. And so when you're rotating, you want to go outside of the plant family to a different plant family. And ideally, you won't be back in that same spot for 3 years with, you know, that same family.
And having it on paper kind of helps, because a lot of times, if anybody's like me, I go out and I start buying stuff, but I don't have sometimes the best plan. But a garden journal will help you map that out.
Right.
So you have that, and you're not trying to make up for it after you've went to the nursery and bought all kinds of transplants.
Or you've got way too many tomatoes and not enough lettuce, or, you know, something like that.
And it's not too early. Like,
no.
Start planning for 2019. You can go ahead and map out what you had in 2018 this year, and then where you would need to put what you would need in your garden for 2019.
That's right, that's right. And it's particularly important if you're doing some succession planting. So say you love those early spring peas. Well, those spring peas, they're gonna be done, you know, come June. And so what are you going to put in there in that spot? A lot of folks want to put something there, and they can still have some pretty productive plants in that spot, but it takes just a little bit of planning ahead of time so they're ready and the plants are ready when the ground is ready.
Yeah, because a lot of times we don't think about it until those peas are gone, and then it's like, oh no, what am I going to put here? And you already have to have a plan put into place. So this garden journal just kind of helps us organize our plan a little bit better.
Right. And you know, if you're a gardener who does want to spray to manage disease in your garden, another good thing to put in your garden journal is how different fungicides performed for you against particular diseases. You know, along with that, you can also put in information about the recent weather patterns that can also have an influence on disease pressure, but also fungicide performance.
Yeah, and there's no 2 years that seem like they're the same in Kentucky. So if we have kind of a record of that, and we can kind of know exactly what's happening right in our garden or on our farm. So really good information. If you would like more information on garden journalings, maybe some ideas or templates, you can contact your local extension office and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.